The Boston Celtics are absolutely rolling right now, and nobody can figure out how to stop them. Even with all the injuries they have had at certain times, the team is already clicking on all cylinders, and we are only at the halfway point of the season. So I can't even imagine what things will be like come playoff time. In this video, as you can already tell, I'm going to be talking all about the Boston Celtics, recapping their season so far, and taking a deep dive into why they have been so unstoppable. Before I begin, now since we are halfway through the NBA season, I'm going to be pumping out so much content for you guys, so I would really appreciate all of your support. It only takes 5 seconds to like and subscribe, plus you can always change your mind. I'm now on the road to 10k subscribers, and I know you all can help me get there very fast. And by the way, thank you all for getting me past 8k, it truly means the world, and we are just growing super fast right now. So starting off, the clear and obvious thing I need to talk about is Jayson Tatum, because he is putting up MVP type of numbers, and he's one of the main leaders on this team. Tatum is averaging almost 31 points per night along with 8 rebounds and is shooting pretty efficiently for how much he has to score. Even though he could do better field goal percentage wise, he is the guy that does almost everything for this team, and sometimes it requires to play hero ball when others aren't making shots. But outside of efficiency, Tatum is having one of the best seasons we have ever seen. Moving on, the next reason the Celtics have already won over 30 games this season is because of coaching. Earlier in the offseason, things were pretty chaotic with Ime Udoka getting suspended, but it turned out that Joe Mazzulla was just as good of a coach and a leader. From coaching and management to scouting, the Celtics are just such a well-run organization right now, from top to bottom. This team was built to have a deep playoff run, and I think they are about to do it again, and maybe this time they can even break through and win the whole thing. They are a very balanced team like last year, but this season they have a deeper bench, and I think the most obvious thing that makes them so good is because of their defensive-minded wings, along with one of the best rim protectors in the whole game. In the Celtics' recent win over the Brooklyn Nets without Jaylen Brown, the team had a balanced scoring attack with Jayson Tatum scoring 20 and grabbing 11 rebounds, Marcus Smart scored 16, Derek White had 15, and Malcolm Brogdon scored 16 off the bench, and we can't forget about Luke Kornet, who had a huge game with 11 points and 5 rebounds in only 16 minutes. The Celtics frustrated the Nets all night long, and that's pretty much what they've done to almost every team in the league this season. They even held Ben Simmons to 0 points, if that's even an accomplishment anymore, but Simmons actually had a decent game, so I can't make fun of him too much. Anyways, getting back to the Celtics, they have a somewhat easy schedule coming up, so if you already think their record is ridiculously good, they could very well be at 40 wins in just a couple of weeks. Boston is one of the only teams in the league that doesn't have to worry about the trade deadline too much because there are not any real holes in this roster, and I think that's a big reason why the chemistry is so good, because nobody is worried about getting traded and everyone is playing stress-free basketball. It will be interesting down the stretch of the season to see just how good of a record this Celtics team gets, but I think they are most worried about staying healthy. This team is going to be super dangerous in April, and I think most teams would do anything possible to try to avoid a matchup against them. Let me know in the comments below what you think about what the Celtics have done so far this season, and also comment below your final record predictions for this team. I'm going to continue to pump out as much content as possible, so I would really appreciate it if you would join me along for the ride. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all later.